Yo, it's Tuesday. So you know what that means. It's time for an episode of Marcus in the Man Cave with your boy Marcus and my beautiful, amazing, fraudulent hair, Miss Janelle Mayfield. How you doing?
I am wonderful.
I'm just messing with you. Your hair looks great as always. You just be tricking me sometimes. How
That's
you
the
been? We missed yesterday.
I've been great. I was in DC. I got back home yesterday, but I've been great.
Hmm. What were you doing in DC?
I went to see the Kirk Franklin the reunion tour with some girlfriends. It was great. I finally saw Yolanda Adams in real life. She did not. Granted, we didn't stay the whole time because it was a Sunday and it was like 11. And they were nowhere near done.
I know
11.
people got to work, right?
People stay, and the Metro closed.
Oh, they were treating it like the watch night service, huh?
But she did not sing Open Up My Heart, and I was stressed because that's what I was waiting for. She sang everything else. I heard no Alone in the Room.
And with that too, what's going on over there? How's everything going since the hurricane? What is it? Helene? Yeah.
We've been fine. We only lost power for like an hour or two, but it's really more Western North Carolina, and like Asheville got it really, really badly. Work has been crazy.
Yeah, I heard they got wiped off the map pretty
Yeah,
much.
they haven't had internet in like 4 days. Like the
Ooh.
entire city of Asheville, and like however much of the western part of North Carolina, the mountains, no internet.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, prayers to them. I know
Yeah.
prayers aren't everything, but if you feel you want to donate and all that, please do. There's a lot of people who are going to have to restart their lives because that storm was no joke.
Yeah.
And we're going to see it probably a few more before the season
Yeah,
is
there's like
over.
2 more. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're already brewing. So please and also check your insurance, where the status of your home insurances are, because
Yes.
if you live in flood areas, you can get flood insurance, and if you don't and your house floods, the insurance company does not have to help you. So make sure that you are looking into those things to keep your family safe. Me, man, I had a pretty good last week. I kind of rested a lot. I haven't been on the
Come
road as
on,
much.
rest. I love hearing that.
Yeah,
I want to hear more people say they got some
yeah.
rest.
And sometimes the best thing is to do nothing, and that's what I tried to do. I was with me and my dog. We had a great time, just bonding again because I'm on the road a lot. So sometimes it feels like he has to relearn me and my boundaries,
Hmm.
and he sucks at boundaries. But he's good with his boundaries though. Like I can't mess with him, but my boundaries he's not very good at. So, but no, had a really really amazing last week, and looking forward to having some more time off coming this week. So yay
Yeah.
me. But with that being said, this was a crazy week.
It's
Like
just
crazy, like
it's
so
crazy.
crazy. I'm drinking the ginger ale right out of the can.
You don't do that normally?
I needed it straight, right out of the can.
You don't drink it out the can normally?
Um, I do. But sometimes I want to feel sophisticated. And
Yeah, you're right. A little bubbly.
a
Pour
little
a little
bubbly, pour a
bubbly.
little in there. But yeah, so it's been a crazy week. We've had a lot happen. Um, can you run through some of the things that have happened? Because we've had a
We had a lot of deaths.
lot of deaths.
So John Amos today, well, he passed away, you said in August.
Yeah, August 21st.
I love that. I think more people should do things like that where we find out later. Let the people have some time to feel. Maggie Smith, y'all know her from Harry Potter. I know her from Sister Act. I don't watch Harry Potter, so
Yeah, I know her from Sister Act. I'm not a fan of Harry Potter. That's for the devil when we was growing up.
I didn't say all that. It's
It was
just
for the devil.
boring to me.
No, but I know her from Downton Abbey too, so I watched a little bit of that. Never finished it. I feel like I should go back and try to redo that. But
What
her
was that about?
Downton Abbey about rich white folks and their problems.
Oh,
But
that sounds like my jam.
but yeah, definitely it was Bridgerton, but better.
Hmm.
But yeah, but very white. But it's good stuff.
I
It's
like the white
British
stuff.
television. At its peak.
The Brits
Uh,
make great television.
they do. They really, really do.
Great
The
television.
British Office was funny too, and I don't know why I didn't survive over there, but
Mm.
it was funny to be.
There's another one coming out. It's Australian, and
Let it
but
die.
it's like more females. It looks like it could be.
Oh, so it's just
Australia.
gonna be a
Y'all
bunch
gotta
of
be
arguments.
Aboriginal. No, it's like, well, I'll leave it. I don't want to say what I want to say.
But okay. But yeah, that. So what else happened? Oh, Jimmy Carter turned 100.
Wait, Pete Rose passed. We're still talking about people who passed away.
Pete Rose. Yeah, Pete
Also,
Rose.
who is Pete Rose? That's why I said that. Who is it?
You said who is it?
Yeah,
Uh,
you don't even
Pete
know.
Rose. No, Pete. I do know who Pete Rose is. Pete Rose is was a baseball player. He's the MLB's leading hit leader of all time, the most hits out of any baseball player all time.
Oh, that's
But
not Babe Ruth.
no,
Oh, Babe Ruth just has the most home runs.
no.
I don't know anything about baseball except for the fact that
Well, stop talking. Gee,
a lot of those people act like they're not black and they are. That's what I know about baseball.
Babe Ruth wasn't black.
No, not Babe Ruth.
Oh, I was about to say
The
no.
Dominican.
That's a topic for another show. The diaspora and the people that don't want to be related to it. But that's a thesis statement.
The way
Um,
you said it.
but no, Pete Rose had the most hits out of any baseball player ever. But he is not in the Hall of Fame because he bet on games,
But
and
betting
so
is legal now.
the ML. Well, he bet on games, and he was a player, so that's kind of a issue. Now I'm not sure, but I think he didn't bet on any games that he actually played in, but he
Mm,
bet on a lot of games and put a lot of money out there and got entangled with some mafia guys and some other stuff like that. So the MLB basically banned him from anything to have to do with baseball, and
that
that
makes
included the Hall of Fame. But now that he's passed, people are like, man, like his accomplishment still hasn't been topped, and he should probably be in the Hall of Fame. But it's kind of what does it matter
that seems
now?
like none of my black business.
Yeah, it's like doesn't matter now. A lot of people just consider them in their personal Hall of Fames, whether or not the
Mm,
MLB does it or not. So, and there was a big push when the Negro League stats got added into the MLB stats. They were like, well, we might as well bring in Pete Rose in now, and MLB was like, nah,
yeah.
still no. So,
Well,
Pete Rose passed away at 83, and he will never see himself going to the Hall, I guess. So, there's that. Who else? Who else passed away?
that's all I have.
No, did we say Matumbo? Did we say him?
No, we didn't. Matumbo passed away of brain cancer.
Brain cancer, man? And
58 years old.
I said in one of my comments, I really hope he gave the devil that finger when he walked into the pearly gates. No, no. And just walked right into heaven like that. I hope so. Good man, just really good man. He did a
Yeah.
lot of work back in Africa too
Hmm.
to advance the game and to just use his wealth to help other people. Like just a good man. And his son's post about him was just
I
touching.
didn't
Like
see it.
it was very touching. So go read it. The thing is, like that's the way I would hope if I ever have a child that's the way my child would speak about me because
Mm.
it wasn't any of the generic sayings. It was like personal and it was really nice.
Mhm.
Jimmy Carter, former
He
president
won't die.
Jimmy Carter, it made it to 100 years old today. Happy birthday, Jimmy Carter.
He looks like a skeleton.
He does. He looks like the thing on
And I
SpongeBob.
highly respect. I need to say this. I highly respect that man. He
Yeah.
really, really is an American hero.
Yeah, he was building houses all the way until his 90s for Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah.
Like him and his wife,
Yeah.
who just passed recently.
Yeah. But go and be with her.
And he, he, yeah, he was the first politician, white politician that I saw call everybody out for Barack Obama for their hate for Barack Obama.
Yeah.
They
We love
asked
that
him
man.
on 60 Minutes. They asked him like, "What is America's problem? What do you think America's problem is with Barack Obama?" And he was like, "Oh, he's black." He just said it straight up. He was like, if that was a white man talking about health care and people needing health care, it wouldn't be a problem. But it's because a black man that's about to get it done that's ruffling everybody's feathers. But yeah, Mr. Carter, you are free to move about the spirit realm.
Go
Like
on.
you can go.
Go on.
I ain't trying to rush you or
I
nothing,
am.
but he says that he's holding on to vote for Kamala Harris, and I just don't think your vote is going to be the vote that's going to hold her back. I take that pressure off you, sir. You well done.
Well done.
And well done.
That good and faithful servant.
Just go on. Be with Rozzy again. But yeah, that happened. What else we got? Is that it?
That's all the people that died.
We said, yeah, that's it. So hopefully we don't get hit with any more because after James Earl Jones, I didn't think it was gonna get any worse. And
Tito,
Tito,
Maggie.
Maggie, yeah, it's just been a that kind of a year. With that being said, ladies, I asked y'all a simple question.
That was not a simple question.
Very simple.
It's not
It's
simple.
it's an incredibly simple question. I asked the ladies, what um what pray tell do you say to your significant other? What do you do with your significant other to let them know you're in the mood? To let them know that you want him to tickle your fancy.
Oh my god.
And y'all either lying or you're selfish. And I don't know which one it is. I give him the eyebrows and he knows what time it is.
I don't know what that means, but I feel like that could
The
be real.
eyebrows?
Like maybe like a.
You really doing this? Like,
They didn't say they moved the eyebrows. They just said they gave the eyebrows. So maybe it's like a.
I got a good one. They say I just tell him what I want, and that's
Correct.
it. Yeah, and that's the way it should be. But then I'm getting these. If a man can't tell when you're ready to have sex, then you probably shouldn't
Oh
be with him
my
anyway.
gosh! Please just go to the next one. I'm so
What?
tired.
No, but there's like 3 of those. He should just
That's
know by
not
the other one was he
logical.
should just know by the energy I'm giving.
No, that's not logical.
Now, in this world of consent and things of that
Come
nature,
on now, say it louder.
we don't have the luxury anymore of guessing.
But also, we are all tired at the end of the day. Who has time to read your mind?
And I don't want to be guessing. Like,
If
just
you
come
get it
over here and
wrong,
drop that thing on me.
if you get it wrong, and also men do want to feel wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's a
Mind you, I
thing.
had to learn this as well, ladies.
Ladies who are watching, men want to be romanced too.
I want you to want me.
Exactly. Thank you for that. But yeah, we want to be wanted. We want to see like just not like we don't want sex just because it's sex all the time. We nah, I ain't gonna say.
I'm playing.
Wait, nah, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna say no to the thing. Like it comes my way, I'm gonna grab it. But we do want to be romanced. Like we put that effort in that we got to put in sometimes. Like, but you can't just say he should know.
That's
Like, that is
not
wild.
logical. Listen, and can I say something? And I mean, I do not mean any shade. I do not mean any shade. Men are literally not emotionally intelligent enough to catch things like that. I do not mean shade, but it's a
Are we not emotionally intelligent enough, or are y'all not as obvious as you think you are?
both.
Because I think y'all be doing stuff that y'all think we find sexy, and we don't even notice it. Because we be like, "What are you doing?"
Like what? Well, finish reading.
Like, the other one was I walked in front of the TV completely naked, and he didn't do anything at all. It might have never looked good.
Marcus.
It might not have looked good.
Marcus. I
I mean, he might have been like, "Get out of the way! I'm trying to play this game now."
Hey, Lula girl.
Oh, Lula, birthday coming up. Birthday coming up. Libras in the house.
It's Libra
Okay.
season.
It's Libra season.
Oh, I also my concert was the kickoff of my month, and I successfully planned the entire month, and it's gonna be great. But anyway, back to the thing.
But yeah, so we go from a man should just know when I want sex.
If a woman walks in front of you naked, I'm not saying if you're not aroused, okay, I get that, but you got to do something.
But you got to also know if that's a normal thing. Because if you always walking around the house naked, he might just think you taking your little stroll to go get whatever you're trying to get. But
in
like
front of the TV,
you gotta bend over, pick something up.
Also, who just walks? I mean, I walk around in a t-shirt, but like completely naked. Who does that? Completely?
Some people do. Some people free like that. So he probably sees it all the time, and he's just like, "All right, she's just walking." You got to make that a special thing. It can't be the norm.
You don't know.
It can't be the norm. But if not, then that only leaves one option.
If the person who sent that is in this chat, just know Marcus is the one being mean.
They're not. I checked in, but but no. But it's like, I mean, but saying a man should just know when y'all want to have that's ridiculous. Like, show your man a little romance too. I guarantee he'll get the point of you. You come up with a little seductive voice, a little bit of a you should put that controller down. That's all you got to say to me.
Unless it's football, I just leave y'all
Now,
alone.
if it's football,
Well, it depends. If your team is playing, then I leave y'all alone. But if your team's not
yeah.
playing, you might have a chance.
Now, ladies, here's the key. If his team is losing, put it on him. That's when you insert yourself. That is the time to make your man feel heard and understood.
Yeah, because he's going through it.
He's screaming at the TV and everything. You just come over with your little robe on, straddle on top of him, and be like, "What can I do to make this better?" Guarantee he will not care about the score anymore. He gonna try to score. If my team can't, I'm gonna. I know that.
Come on now, there's a word here.
Yeah, it is. Be ye prepared. Boy. Anyway, but ladies, here, y'all got to figure out.
Why do you have this thing on your finger?
Because it's gonna take like 12 weeks to fully heal. Okay.
It's
gonna let
gonna
him
be
figure it out.
New Year's.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Because I didn't realize that until today. Thanks, Janelle. Appreciate it.
Sorry.
But yeah, ladies,
What, we got a comment?
Yeah, Paresis, they don't know how to communicate. Ooh. I want to say women don't know how to communicate. I don't think a lot of women know how to communicate in ways men understand.
Can I
think that's the part. Yes, please. You're a woman. Yes.
I also think that, especially in my situation, sex was made to be such a bad thing. I didn't become comfortable for a while. And like, it built up a wall, and I did become like Trevor would give me feedback about things, and I would be like, I would get offended versus listen and really understand his needs and his wants, just because of how I was raised to believe sex is. So I like especially, with a lot of Black women who were raised in the church, the way they present sex to us is
shameful if you do it. Shameful.
Just awful. Like,
and know half of y'all done messed around with the deacon board and all that, but
it's crazy. It's just like sex is just such a bad thing, and it's like even after you get married, it's like, oh my God, you're having sex, and it's like, I don't know. But
yeah,
yes, it's illogical to think that your man will just know every single time. Now, there are signs that are pretty obvious.
Yeah. Now, if you come in front of that TV and you lean down seductively. Now, my team losing, you lean down seductively, you turn off that TV. Come lay down, boy. Nothing else matters.
Nothing else
matters. I'm dropping. If I got a kid, he gonna lay on the couch. Lock the dog up in the crate for a little bit.
Gone and drop that dan.
Regal, no. You going to the crate. To the crate. I'll get you in about, depending on what's going on. Little Hennessy in the system is gonna be a little bit longer. Get ready. Gonna be a little while. But no.
Wait, is that all of them? Did you read them all?
Yeah. A lot of them were basically the he should just know. And I don't know why that's
a thing. He just needs to understand. How does that make sense? Like every single time he should just know?
Well, I feel like it's harder for guys to know when it's a good time is. To me. Because one, we got to fight Mother Nature. So that's a fight that we're going to lose 10 days out the month. So now I'm already down to 66.6% of the days I got, a chance. Then you done fought with your coworkers today. Now you're pissed. And so if I try to make it better, I'm sliding on over. You think that's the time that I want? So so now I'm wrong for assuming that I could fix it with that. So now I'm down to 47% of days in the month. Down to 47% of the day. Oh, and now we got to go to that event that you planned and didn't tell me about.
Well, we have a share calendar, so.
Oh, share calendar. Great. Now I got to check the calendar too.
Listen, Trevor be putting stuff in the calendar. He be getting mad at me for forgetting.
And then y'all be acting stank all day. And then hit us with this at 6 a.m. when we finally put our suit on all the way for work. It would have been nice to have got some last night.
Who says that, Marcus?
Anyway, moving on. Moving on to the same topic. Nude Africa. The same topic. Yo, where are my people who live in North Carolina at? All you North Carolinians. Yeah, you're one of them. Lula, raise your hand.
I'm so
Uh,
happy that he
yo,
is
y'all Lieutenant Governor, man.
not y'all. I want to leave this place
Y'all
immediately.
Lieutenant Governor, Mr. Mark Robinson. First of all, I'm mad we share the same first few letters of my name. I hate it. I hate it. I was really scared that his full name was like Marcus Robinson.
Exactly. I did not know who this man was for the longest time. I knew that they were talking about some black guy that was talking crazy, but I didn't know that he was running for nothing.
Mm. But anyway,
And he out here
he's out
wilding.
here wilding, y'all. So he's coming on to call Martin Luther King, Martin Luther Coon, said that this man should be removed from the National Mall because of his beliefs and everything. But let's pump the
People like
brakes.
that will not see heaven.
Let's pump the brakes because this man is out here wilding out in these porn comment sections. First of all, as a man, watch the video, get your business done, and move on. Skip to the part that most speaks to you.
That most speaks to you,
And do
please.
your business. Be
He's
disgusted with
married.
yourself afterwards,
He's
and then
married.
move on.
The amount he was doing is crazy because he's
Now,
married.
let's break him all the way down though, because the reason this was found out and CNN published the report is because he uses, first of all, he used his whole name, his real name.
That's number one.
Number one.
His first and last name. And
Number one. Second of all, he used the name Mini Soldier. Now, if I'm gonna comment on a porn video, first of all, I'm gonna be Long Dick Johnson, not Mini anything for a porn site. Just not gonna do that. But I'm not gonna comment anyway.
Hitting the back of that stomach 2000.
Lifted up 500. Like, I'm just like, why would you make? And he uses it on everything, on Twitter, on YouTube. That is his name on all of them.
Why are these people so nasty? Why are people so nasty?
So anyway, he goes on to this site called Nude Africa. Never been there. Thought about going for research purposes today. Didn't do it. I did go. It's a pornographic website that includes a message board. The comments were made under the name Mini Soldier, so MINISOLDR, a moniker he used frequently. He used his full name on his profile for Nude Africa. And he got on there saying that he was a black Nazi, saying that he wishes he could buy and sell black people. He wanted some slaves. And then he goes on to this story about peeping and preying on like women when he was like 14, saying he went to this spot that had two big vent covers and happened to overlook the women's shower. Then he stood there for an hour and watched as several girls came in and showered. And then he went the next morning again, but the ladder was locked, so he couldn't get up there.
Who made this person? I be wanting to see who their parents are.
Exactly. Now, this is the best part to me, because these are the people who have so much against, they're so against homosexuality. They're so against, trans and all this. This is the comment. This is the comment he said. I like watching tranny on girl porn. It's effing hot. It takes the man out while leaving the man in. And yeah, I'm a perv too. And if that wasn't enough, first of all, his wife must be just.
She probably know.
But he said, he goes on to say that some pretty crazy things about his sister-in-law. Sexual fantasies he's had about his sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Why his wife has not filed for divorce yet is beyond me.
That's not smart. For financial reasons. That's why Hillary's still with that man. That's why Hillary's still with Bill Clinton.
But at least people liked Bill Clinton.
Yeah, I still, for the most part, bang with Bill.
Yeah. So he goes on to say, of course, because he's still in the race, people have called him to drop out. A lot of Republicans have called him to drop out. No, he ain't dropped out. He just dropped out of an event tonight that he was supposed to go to for the relief fund for the people of North Carolina.
We don't do public hangings anymore.
Ma'am, that's called a lynching, and we don't
No,
support
I'm not talking about
that.
lynching. There was lynching, and then there were public hangings, like they
Okay,
did
but
the witch people.
we can't be black and be saying that because
But he ain't
the views expressed by those of
during the
Janelle
guillotine
of
or
Janelle Mayfield.
stoning people. Like, I don't want him to have. I want him to suffer. I'm so tired of black people like this. Like, it is not a flex slurping up, thinking you're slurping up white people.
You said slurping?
You heard what I said. It is not a flex thinking you're slurping up white people.
So he goes on to say that this is not us, these are not our words, and this is all from
It was like
CNN.
ages later he made a
Yeah.
statement.
He said, "This is not us, these are not our words, and this is not anything that is characteristic of me." Um, he said, "I'm." When they confronted him about the Nude Africa account and his username, which is also his YouTube name, so he can't say it's not him. He said, "I'm not going to get into the minutia." People love to use the word minutia when they're in trouble.
This also made me think of another story, but go on. Don't let me forget.
Yeah, the minutia of how somebody manufactured this. These are salacious tabloid lies. We are not getting out of this race. There are people who are counting on us to win. Who?
There's probably like 4.5 people in the whole state that want him to win.
Who?
His wife.
So
Does he have
now,
children?
in 2020, he advocated for a complete abortion ban. He later expressed regret in 2022 for paying for his now wife's abortion in the 1980s. Like, how hypocritical
I
can these
really
politicians
don't
get?
understand this whole thing about abortions. It's not bothering none of y'all. As someone who has had one, it's not bothering none. I really don't get the obsession.
And if you feel that bad about it, go adopt some of these foster kids. Or do they only count when they're inside the womb? After they're out, they're not precious anymore.
No.
Because it doesn't make sense to me.
They do not care about these kids at all.
No.
It's
And it just
like,
amazes me. You make all this fuss about it, but you're not adopting.
yeah.
Like, and the families that want to have it need IVF, and you're trying to take that away. Like, what?
Friends that used IVF to get pregnant.
I just family members who have
successfully got pregnant from IVF.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get the outrage that they have. But anyway, so we'll see what the voters of North Carolina do. I'm sure there's people who are going to still stand 10 toes behind this man. But this is politics in America now.
Speaking of coons,
there you go.
Michael Eric Dyson. I don't know if you heard what happened. He was on the news talking to some woman who refuses to pronounce the Madam VP's name properly.
Yeah.
And he called her out. I was really proud to see the way he did. I thought it was really great. And that same day, he turns around and texts her very inappropriate messages saying they look good together, coming on to her. And she exposes him. And he says, this was just me trying to be friendly. Like, it wasn't that deep, But it is fascinating to see your fellow brethren and the way they act. Darius, what?
Darius
he's still alive.
He's alive. There he is.
But
hey Darius, we were talking about women, how women let you know that they.
No, we didn't. Don't even bring him into the conversation.
Darius, we were talking about how women don't communicate well when it comes to letting us know that they want some personal sexy time. So why you don't have to explain your personal situation.
On the end of my name. Why y'all trying to do that to me?
Because it should be there. Because it's supposed to be there.
It's not. And I will call Pam.
No, call Pam. We miss her. Yeah, so Darius, feel free to chime in on that. Because a lot of women are saying men should just know when they want to when they want something. Janelle's one of them. Janelle said men should just know.
I didn't say that at all.
He said I spelled it right. But Darius, the ladies are saying that men should just know when they want some, and we just be missing the signs. So you can speak to that while you're here.
But yeah, we don't have to. I just wanted to bring up that Michael Eric Dyson is a coon, and I don't understand the obsession with white women.
I don't know. It's a symbol of success, I guess. And
is it?
It was at one point in America. If you were a black dude, you had a white woman. I mean, like you was like that Family Guy joke that a black man owns everything white. He must be successful. Like it's I don't know. I guess it's a symbol of like I made it if even they want me
It's
kind of
just
thing.
crazy how he would call her racist and stuff to her face, and then less than 24
Maybe
hours
that's
later.
his kink.
That's what I was saying. He's probably
Maybe that's his kink, y'all.
it's the
Mm.
syndrome of the light skins.
I read the body. Oh, look at this man. I read
You
the
don't know
body, so I
nothing.
do know a little bit, but I would prefer my. You read it, Janelle, because
I'm
I'm
not.
reading that
No, people
as a
can read.
man,
If you
as
can't
a
read, you
man.
have no business being on this podcast.
What? You have no business being on here if you can't read.
No,
Read that.
I'm saying to the
Oh,
people, like if you
oh.
they can read it.
He said I preferred
He prefers that
to have
pussy.
that thing pulled out and swallowed up and throw it back on. What? Oh, so you just want her to just come take charge, just get it done. Just get it done. Yeah. A little aggression is nice. No, let me change the word. Assertiveness.
Tired.
A little bit of
I'm not tired.
assertiveness.
I'm not in the aggressive mode. I'm in a
If you
chill
tired,
mode.
don't come to me with that weak energy. If you want me to put in
No,
work, you're
I'm
gonna put
saying
in
once
work.
I'm in a chill mode, not really aggressive.
Oh.
There's different versions.
But you can be chillfully aggressive. Come over, sit, start touching and rubbing. Like you can, swallowed up. Absolutely. But yeah, the ladies are saying we should just know. And I just feel like communicate a little bit. You can communicate with your body. Do a little dance. Do a little shimmy. Let me know. Like, come in and put your hands behind your back and just do a little something like that. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. But yeah. But anyway, nude Africa, man. Getting people wrapped up.
This is where we are.
We're in 2024 and you messaging on Portman. Anyway, he just showed how unqualified he is to be governor. But anyway, next. More politician problems, man. Diddy, after Diddy's gone down, the world is falling apart, man.
Everybody. Russell Simmons done been served. Everybody.
Diddy got 120 new accusations against him
It's
now.
up to 200 now.
Yeah. So I think we've seen the last Diddy for a while. But Mayor Eric Adams. This man, first of all,
he's a thief.
He has the rat police, the police going out to catch all the rats, which needs to happen. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, but also he allowed the police to go up and shoot that man up in the metro.
Yeah.
Like he was behind the whole thing for not paying the fare.
Yeah. It turns out he had the rat police to catch all these rats, and he's the biggest rat of them all. This man was out here taking bribes from Turkey, from a whole nother country, which is explicitly outlined in the Constitution of not be. Only Congress has the power to do that.
Did you see what he was specifically getting? Gold.
Yeah. Like coin? What was it? Like
bars of gold.
Yeah. This man's getting gold. I mean, gold is a good thing to put your, it's a good thing to put your vibe. But you think nobody gonna see a truckload of gold just pull up to you?
You are a Negro.
Like, come
They're
on.
Waiting for you to
they're waiting for you to mess up. And now, to make it worse, Andrew Cuomo, the governor that got ousted for his sexual issues, is talking about running for mayor. Yeah.
What's really sad is I liked Andrew at first, and then it was like, oh, of course, you have to find a way to ruin
New York, man. It's like y'all got the most people in there, and y'all can't find one that ain't that messed up. I don't like New York personally. It's just a city I don't like to be in.
I would like to go there and take some pictures, do a little shopping, and then come back.
Yeah, I'll go back over to Jersey. Even Jersey's bad too, but New York stinks to me, man. It stinks. There's trash always on the street every day. Like it's
very
just
dirty, very dirty.
Ooh, go to the bodega. Like the food ain't even that. I'm like, before I get New York people mad, but like,
yeah, he said it, not me. I'm not gonna shoot me.
I make a better bacon, egg, and cheese at home. Like, I'm not about to pay $12 for it.
Just to go to the bodega.
The bodega, where they don't even think they black. Like, but y'all go have that. But yeah, Mayor Adams, man, it was nice knowing you. You're done. Talking about something that's extremely false. Once they put them gold bars out your house, it's over. It's over. And I wish sometimes these politicians would be like, "Oh, you got me." Like, why couldn't you just? Because it would save so much time, and I'd actually respect you. Be like, yeah, I was trying to
Oh,
make
you got me.
I was trying to make a come up. I was trying to make a come up, and y'all got me. Gosh darn it! All right, book them. Like just
Everybody's,
it's a disservice to the people
yeah.
at this point. And this is the man that gave Diddy the key to the city. Bars, not gold ones, but bars nonetheless.
Speaking of trifling men, WWE.
Are y'all not watching this McMahon documentary on Netflix? If you're not,
You should.
you should be. If you
It
grew up,
is so detailed. I'm stressed.
if you grew up in the '90s, like, or even like in the era before that, but especially '90s of us who grew up with Stone Cold, The Rock, like those figures, like wrestling was a big thing. Like I remember it came on Thursday nights and Monday Night Raw, and that was
Yeah,
it was
little big head
yeah,
black boys love some wrestling.
boy. We had a mattress in the garage, and we would like just flip each other. My older
Right.
brothers would do wrestling moves on us, choke
Crack
slam
it.
us. Like, yeah, yes, we were okay, and we were proud of it.
Okay.
Like, but
You can
yeah,
admit
I
it. If
mean,
you
we had
like it,
some.
I love it.
We had it was like watching your toys come to life on TV and just beating each other. It was
Oh, my Toy Story.
shut up. But anyway, wrestling was it when we were kids. And this documentary, I always knew Vince McMahon was some shady, was really shady. Like the time he said the N word on TV and nothing happened.
But
But
this,
this is outrageous.
and I'm not even done.
And it's crazy. It's like, because on one side, I'm like, this man took over a business and just said, I'm gonna bulldoze my way through this and make an empire. And he did. And then he turns around and he's just a disgusting human being. Like purely a disgusting human being.
Disgusting.
But
And Vince, there's nothing wrong with it.
yeah. And we both watched the first 2 episodes, y'all. And I just don't want to spoil none for you because if you're a wrestling
Maybe that's
fan,
why his daddy didn't like him. He knew.
I think his daddy was just like him.
And, yeah, probably.
And that's why he didn't know him until he's 12 years old.
Yeah, probably.
But a lot of wrestling fans, you'll know some of these stories, but to hear the other accounts now from wrestlers that are actually speaking out, is crazy. And Tony Atlas, he keeps saying women's, and it's getting on my nerves.
Is that
so
the guy with the black guy,
the black guy with the Barney Rubble shirt on, the little cut off?
I feel like he voted for Trump. He stresses.
I don't know. He was The Rock's dad's partner.
Oh.
So when they were the first black team to win the tag team championship, that was his partner.
Do you like The Rock?
He's got some problems with me now. And
why?
Well, first for the whole Hawaii wildfires thing, when he was asking us to raise money, and it's like, bro, you're
with
the richest,
Oprah.
And you're the richest star in Hollywood right now.
Literally with the richest person in the world.
Yeah, and then his production company just annoys me. $7 Productions. It's a cool story because he went, left home with $7 in his pocket, and he became who he became. So it's $7, but he has it written into his contract that he can never lose. So all his movies are just ridiculous because he can't lose any fights. He's not allowed to lose any fights. He's not allowed to be seen as weaker than his opponent. That's why Vin Diesel had such a big problem with him in the Fast and Furious franchise.
Well,
yeah. So
I could care less about. I don't think I've ever seen one Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, they're not good, but okay. I mean, they're good if you just want ridiculous mayhem with no story that makes sense. Watch the Fast and Furious.
I'll watch The Office.
Nothing wrong with it, but yeah, The Rock has kind of fell off for me. He just fell off, but just watching these stories, like if y'all not watching it, please go watch it. We'll probably talk about it more on the show, but please do that. But to bring this all back around,
I beg.
Take us out the group chat.
I beg.
Take us out the group chat. Cardi B and what's his name?
Offset. Hey.
Offset. I couldn't get his name out. We don't care. I don't care. Y'all both deserve each other.
And I know people will be like, oh, if you don't care, you won't talk about it. It's not that. It's just we are begging you to shut up. I love Cardi B.
We
If
finally
you
got
did,
rid of Christian Rock
no,
and
really, aren't they
Blueface.
like going to jail
Whatever, just don't let him have a computer again. But
or a
like,
child?
but like, this man got 3 kids with you, girl. Whatever you say is landing on deaf ears for me. And for him
You want
talking
to hear
about
my
he won,
unpopular opinion?
go ahead.
As someone who made the poor choice of staying with someone who was consistently cheating on her, there was a time where I wanted to cheat to see what it felt like, and I did. And I wonder if that is what she did. Granted, if she was pregnant at the time, I mean, I don't really know, but I wonder if she just wanted to see what it was like, because I've definitely been there. And I did, and honestly, I enjoyed it.
I thought you were gonna be like, you know what? I thought better of
I
myself, and I was
enjoyed it.
like,
I enjoyed it.
but it's just like, girl, you don't have all these kids with this man, and he talking about something he
She paid
won.
for his whole
You
album product, like, to make the whole album, she paid for it.
and my thing is, he talking about something. You my baby mama for life. I won. No, you have lost in
He
court, and
said
you have
that?
to. Yeah, he said that he won. You're my baby
What's
mama for life,
that?
so I win. No, you have now like a combined total of 60 years of child support you gotta pay for.
And she made way more money than Offset.
Yeah, and you weren't the best Migo.
He was second,
So
because
where's
Quavo definitely was not first.
yeah? So where is the money gonna come from? Because I hope you got good business deals.
Would Takeoff would not even be okay with this.
Well, apparently he was, because apparently that's whose house she was at.
I don't believe that.
Hey, that's dirty
The
though. To
same way
bring
I
that
don't
up.
believe that. I don't believe Offset messed with Saweetie. I don't believe none of that.
I don't put it past nobody in Hollywood no more.
I don't, but I just don't feel like the stories that we get are actually the stories until it comes from their mouth.
But like people in the chat, and y'all can tell us, like, do y'all like, why is it? I feel like we don't hold our friends to the same standard. Like when our friends go do stuff like this, we tell them, like, no, you made your bed, you laid in it. But when it's Cardi B, now we all like, oh, Cardi, like, oh my god, this girl is rich,
Very,
very
very
rich.
rich.
She's not gonna have the problems that you're gonna have if you do this.
And Cardi's gonna be rich for a very long time.
She's gonna be rich for a very long time.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make yourself equal to the situation she's going through. You're not.
Yeah. Especially when, like, the entire world loves Cardi. And again, I don't necessarily think she's handling it well, but I just feel like Offset, this isn't the smartest. But you know what? Go off.
I just feel like, why y'all like, what do people who air this dirty laundry out on social media
Did they
expect?
do it, or was it?
Well, they both been going and just posting, like,
I
it's
heard
like,
they went on live and they both was just going at it.
and my thing is, either it's one or two things. Either it's a publicity stunt to get y'all both talked about, get y'all, for when y'all drop a project. Because Cardi ain't dropping this album. I don't see it
Well,
happening.
she definitely filed. She did file for divorce.
Oh, how many times have people done that and then they get right back together?
I know, but I'm just saying.
Hell, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck got a divorce and got back together.
Because Jennifer is mentally unwell.
Yeah,
Clearly, she's been the problem.
Yeah. Every man that I see her with looks stressed.
That's also what happens when you lie and take the voices of Black women.
Okay, Ursula. But
am I making it up?
You're not. You're not. But I'm just wondering, when people go on like social media and they vent these things, why do they not see that it doesn't make you look good?
I don't think celebrities have lives.
They don't. But I'm talking about for us.
Like, an actual sense of reality, and they don't really have people they can actually trust, so they just go on the internet and just air everything out.
But I'm talking about for us though, like for people like us, regular people, when they get on Facebook and they're like, my baby daddy said this and that. In my head, when I read it, I'm like, and that's the guy you chose to sleep with.
Right. Because they don't have lives either. A lot of people are just ridiculous and need to be mentally evaluated.
And then 2 months later, I see y'all kissing on a post and talking
Listen, that's why I was like, you know, they're gonna be back together.
And that's why I don't give people relationship advice.
They're gonna drop a song.
I don't give people relationship advice. First of all, because my relationships are never perfect and they never will be perfect. I don't believe I think there's just two imperfect people who come together and decide they're gonna make stuff work. Like nothing's ever gonna be 100% perfect. Like, but you just work on stuff. So I don't believe in giving people like advice. If they ask me, like, do I think I should do something? Like, maybe I'll give it. But the thing is, you're never gonna blame me for something you decide to do. That's just my thing. Like, you ain't never gonna say, "Well, remember you told me I should have left." Like, unless you getting your ass beat, that's the only time I'm really gonna give you some advice. Like, hey, you need to get up out of there, and I help you. But other than that, I don't want nothing to do with it, because when you vent and you do all this, you do nothing else but discredit yourself. Like, going on Father's Day and talking about your deadbeat dad and deadbeat.
That's so mean.
You did that,
But
and
also,
your
why
and
you
your
wait till
kids
that
don't need
day?
to see
You
that.
could have did it a different day.
Yeah,
Why wait till Father's Day?
because y'all know how y'all are. But but no, it's like your kids don't need to see that either, and that's what breaks my heart, because there's some innocent kids that are now going to have to realize that their parents are just toxic. And like, and growing up, and for me, like, watching a toxic marriage, that's what makes me sad, because kids, even at a young age, are smart enough to figure out that this probably isn't good. But they're rich, so maybe they'll be able to pay to like go to therapy and whatnot like that. But yeah, what else? What else happened? Uh, what else did we have? I'm still tripping on y'all saying that men should just know.
You
Honestly,
keep saying y'all. I did not say that.
y'all said y'all said it. But Justin Bieber. I forgot to say this. Justin Bieber just signed a monumental deal, and there are people out here who obviously can't do math to understand how good this deal is with Spotify. Spotify has agreed to a deal with Justin Bieber that for all of his music prior to 2022, they will purchase the catalog and pay him $3 million per month for the next 20 years. And people had the nerve to come out. First of all, public math needs to be outlawed, because there's been people who have
Where's my
not.
calculator?
Yeah.
$3 million.
Yes. $3 million. So he's gonna get $3 million for 20 years. $720 million. There were people talking about them. He's only gonna get $36 million. I'm like, oh my god, math is so important, y'all. But think
He'll be
about
a
that
billionaire
deal.
before he's 50.
And in the contract, any music he produces after 2022, he retains the rights to.
I love that for him. I feel like Justin was done really, really wrong in the industry by a lot of people.
Well, no, he made that chainsaw joke, and I ain't like that.
He also had, but the thing about this is why I give him grace, because remember when he had them locks,
Yes.
dreads, whatever. But as soon as he posted it, people were like, "Take that off," and he did. He didn't argue. He took it right off. I don't know why he tried it in the first place.
I'm waiting for Diddy gonna get his, and that pastor from that church. What was that church that he was
The
involved
one
with?
that, oh, I thought you were saying something else.
Yeah.
There's a pastor that came
Because
out.
they made a documentary about that pastor. He's not even a pastor anymore. Now, of course, he was never really one in the first place. But I think some stuff is about to drop about him too.
I want to know about his mama. I have questions for Mary J. Blige. I have lots of questions.
She's going on tour.
Her.
Is it bad to say that I have no desire to ever see her live? I don't.
No, that's fine.
Now she can wear them thigh-high boots all day long. I will watch every clip.
Great, but I do have a lot of questions. These are people that were there's a lot of people that we see
at these
on television on a regular basis who, like, what involvement did y'all have?
And it's kind of,
what did you see?
And it's kind of crazy too, because you don't know. Like, some people could have been just legitimately passing through, went to the party for a couple hours, because there was obviously levels and stages to these parties. There was like the party that the paparazzi was there to take pictures to show Diddy had a party this weekend, and then there was obviously all right, everybody out, it's time to get freak off time. Like.
And there's just so many videos now where it's like, and especially because we're adults now and we can decipher code, and we're like,
yeah,
he's been doing awful things for a long
like he touching people in the chairs, like Mike Tyson.
Like, so they were saying that video was, granted, I don't believe that. People were saying he was trying to show off his watch and show that.
Why would you put it right there?
But I was like, the way he turned away from him to me was immediate, like, something's not right. Yeah. Granted, Mike Tyson.
But I think Mike Tyson didn't knock him out because maybe he had some dirt on Mike Tyson.
People are scared of him.
Yeah. People, I think he got videos on a lot of people.
Blowing up Kid Cudi's car.
I mean, at these parties, you have Beyonce showing up. You got Jay-Z showing up. You got all these big moguls that are probably right now like, what is the worst that can come out right now? And how will we get ahead of it if it does? Like, you have to do preemptive damage control when a situation like this happens. There's a lot of people. And then what really makes me mad is the religious people, the religious figures that were there. Like, that's the part that's gonna, that's why I tell people, make sure you're not praising the pulpit when you go to church. Like, be very careful that you're not, because this is what can happen. But I mean, I hope the best for the people. I know Melissa Ford, she's been doing a lot of podcasts lately trying to say, look, I had nothing to do with it. I was a popular video vixen at the time. I was supposed to be at these parties. Like, I'm supposed to be there. Like, but
You saw Young Miami was indicted for
oh yeah,
tampering.
I thought she was a coke mule. I
Oh,
thought for sure she would have been a coke mule, one of the coke mules, like running around getting the stuff. She just seemed like she got that frantic energy about her.
It's just crazy. This stuff just be crazy to me. Like, the more and more stuff that comes out about it, it's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see what comes out as time goes on. But Diddy got another 120 counts against him, so I really cannot.
I can't even focus anymore. It's just more and more and more.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. With that being said, the weather is taking a dip over here. Like, and I need to know what kind of lotion I need to be using right now. Cause I like body, like the creams. Pause. Pause. I like lotions with a more viscous consistency. Gotcha. And but should I be using a thinner one? But I think I should be using the one that's a little bit more robust for the winter time, right? For the winds and whatnot, right?
Yes. CeraVe, the moisturizer cream in the tub is really good.
With the blue cap?
Yes. Yeah. We use EOS.
Yeah.
If you have sensitive skin, I would go with the non-scented one, but we use the fresh and cozy one. That mixed with cocoa butter. They have like this like gel that you can use, because you should be adding like layers of moisture. I know it might be a lot, but also a really good one is Nivea. Really? They have the white bottle. It has oil in it already. It is such a good lotion.
Now, what about these lotions? Now I'll tell you what's a guy's best friend. I'll tell you what, that glotion stuff. Like, there's the stuff that make y'all shimmer when y'all come out the shit. That stuff is nice. But is it bad for the skin? Because I'm hearing a lot of like comments that those are not very good for the skin because of some of the stuff they contain. That,
well, I have one that is in the form of a sunscreen, which is protective.
Okay.
I would just say read the ingredients. A lot of brands are trying to be much better when it comes to those things. But if you're still using like St. Ives and stuff like that, well, then you're the problem.
What's wrong with St. Ives?
It's really bad for your skin.
Well, I never used it. It was always overpriced.
Yeah, it's really bad for your skin.
Okay. Hair. What are we doing with our hair now that the weather's changing? What's going on?
I have a hair appointment on the 11th. It's my birthday month. I'm going off.
It is. I'm
getting boho twists. Twist bob.
I'm cutting mine tomorrow, so my hair is going to be cut tomorrow.
Are you going to post it on the Instagram page?
I might. It depends on how it comes out, because if the line is pushed back, we're going to have to push back the timeline of releasing the photo, because I'm not going to have y'all see me like that, but I'm cutting it off.
Can't you tell them not to do that?
Yeah, no, your hairline is your hairline. Like, barbers can mess up your hairline and accidentally push your hairline back, but also your hairline naturally recedes with age. And if it is a little bit further back than I want it to be, we gonna
put your Cowboys hat on.
Absolutely.
Did y'all win?
Barely. Barely. We played last Thursday. We play Pittsburgh coming up, so I don't like your family. And
you said what?
I don't like your family for the next week.
I was gonna say, I'm glad you said them, because I don't care.
Yeah, but them Eagles look terrible. They look just as bad as we do. But
don't even bring it up.
Anyway,
I accidentally made him really mad.
So yeah, chapstick, all of that.
Stop using chapstick.
What are we supposed to? Can we see a salute?
Brand is so bad.
I'll give you a salute trip. Anyway,
Is he in the thing? I told you, don't say.
I'll send you a salute, Cheb. It's all right. But no, yeah. But go ahead and tell everybody what I had to eat today. You said you were gonna tell everybody, so you go ahead. I give you permission.
I forgot. I wasn't gonna say anything. Ladies, don't let Marcus make you feel bad about Alfredo no more. Cause pre-show we meet to go over the show, and he over here smacking on some Alfredo pasta.
Yep, I was. But see, the difference is my sauce didn't come out
No,
of the jar. My sauce didn't come out the jar. It was made with freshly shredded Parmesan Reggiano cheese. And then two, it's not the only thing I know how to cook. So,
yes, be baffled because how dare he?
but y'all know it's that time of night
Oh
where we
Jesus!
end the show. And since y'all said what y'all said about it, we should just know. Let me tell you something that you should just know. You got Charmin particles back there. That's why he ain't doing nothing.
I'm so sick of you.
You need to be using those honey pot wipes because you got residue going on. Clean up your act, and maybe you'll get what you deserve. Things that you should know. Janelle, comments,
I
questions.
don't have nothing. I have nothing.
Okay. All right. With that being said, have a wonderful, wonderful week. I might see y'all next week, might not. But also call to
Next
the
week is
ladies.
Zaire's birthday, so I won't be here.
Oh, great. So have so I don't feel bad. No, but if at any time anybody would love to be a part of our show, we
Yeah.
allow that to happen. So if you got any topics or any deals or anything like that, please let us know. We'd love to have your input and love to make the show about what you guys want. So with that
Yes.
being said, we love you all. Have a wonderful week. Call somebody, tell you love them because life is short. Peace.